8 celeb bus stop, Okele to Ikorodu. Now he was further asked, what do you do for a living? The man responded, I am a carpenter. Do you remember on the 25th day of October 2023, you deposed to a written deposition on oath before this court? Do you remember? The man said yes. That is the statement of Mohbad to the Nigerian police. They brought it to the inquest. And that statement, Baba didn't tell police that he saw blood in Mohbad house. They said, do you remember the statement you deposed to the coroner on the 25th October? He said yes. They continue. If you see the said written deposition, can you recognize it? He said yes. Please take a look at this copy. So the Mohbad father reviewed it. Is that your written deposition? Mohbad father said yes. Look at the signature. Is that your signature? It's mine. What do you want to do with that document? I want it to be adopted as my evidence before this court. My evidence before this court. My lord, we seek to tender the said written deposition. I believe all parties have been served. So they shared the deposition to all the parties involved. All the statement of Mohbad. They will now ask questions from within that statement. From within the statement of Mohbad. The witness deposition dated the 25th of October 2023 is thereby adopted as evidence in this court. Now, Mr. Ogunsami, continue with the question. What you want the court to do for you? What do you want the court to do for you in a nutshell in this case? My God, let me turn the camera this way. All right, I love it this way. Okay. So everybody, let's tap on the screen. Let's tap on the screen, everybody, please. All right, say, I want justice. Question. My Lord, we are grateful. That will be all. What? Somebody just asked him one question. What do you want this court to do for you? He said, I want justice. And the person surrendered. That will be all. Can you see what they're doing in the inquest? Your Honor, since this counsel brought him as a witness, the court can ask questions at any time. Right? Cross-examination by a judge. Mr. Joseph Aloba, I commiserate with you on the loss of the deceased. May the Lord comfort you and your family. Can you please tell the court how old was the deceased and when was he born? The date of birth. Mohbad was 26 years. He was born on January 3rd, 1997. From the day the deceased was born, how many years did the deceased live with you and his mother? He was with me for 18 years. The questioner, consistently for 18 years? Yes. Tell the court the schools he attended. The first was Upper Hand Nursery and Primary School. And due to change of environment, he went to another school of Agboru. That was where he finished his primary school. So Mohbad even changed environment, primary school, you know. Then secondary school was private school. And due to change of environment, he came to Ikorodu and went to Uncle Shodi's. And after Uncle Shodi's, for 4 years, he went to Topval at Odogunyo, and that was where he sat for his exam. And from there, he entered SROK Polytechnic for 2 years. What degree did the deceased get from SROK Polytechnic? HND. 2 years. That should be OND. They asked Mohbad. He now said, yes. bond. But I thought they said Mohbad did not finish school now. Anyway, you have mentioned several schools crisscrossing almost the entire Lagos state. Are you saying you shifting your accommodation from one place to another? He said yes. So he was changing school by the reason of your changing accommodation? Yes. Was he at any time in the boarding school? No, except when he was in Polytechnic. You have told my lord that consistently for 18 years the deceased lived with you. Do you have his medical record? Please, can you tell the court about his medical record? He did not have any ailment. Did you ever take him to the hospital? The only time I took him to the hospital was when he had appendix and rashes on his body. And we went to the chemist. I did not take him to the hospital. We went to the chemist, sorry. Yeah. We went to the chemist. I did not take him to the hospital. You mentioned appendix. Did he undergo any surgery? No, he only had rash. You linking rash to appendix? It was not real appendix, but at the last moment, we went to the chemist and he was cured. Can you remember what age he was at that time? He was 16 years old. He had finished secondary school at that time. He has finished secondary school at that time? Yes. You said 16 years old, Mohbad had rashes, whatever. Then later you said 7 years old, Mohbad has a sickness. You called the nurse to come treat him at home. This one, when he was 16 years, well, when he was 7 years, you said that later. Anyway, maybe you forgot. In paragraph 2 of your deposition, that is, deposition means statement, the things you deposed, that you wrote, right? Your deposition, your statement. So when you hear deposition, it's not a big word. It means in your statement, what you position down, what you depose down. Déposer in French. Quand tu déposes quelque chose là. D'accord? Merci beaucoup. In paragraph 2 of your deposition, you mentioned that the deceased was arrested with some people. At what time did the deceased start putting up with the people you mentioned, Aziz Fashola, before that 2022? He has been with Naira Marley since 2019. That is towards December time. That means he moved out of your house. Yes. Wait. If Mohbad has been with Naira Marley since 2019 and Mohbad passed at the age of 26, right? 26 minus 7. Okay. Fair enough. Yes. When, wait. That means he moved out of your house? Yes. Where were you living in 2019? Okay, wait. He has been with Naira Marley since 2019. Okay. So where were you living in 2019? I was staying at Ikorodu. Yeah. So where was Naira Marley living at 2019? I don't know. So you did not know where your son was staying at all, completely a year. I did not see him. What? 1 year I not see daddy. Mommy gather money. Make her go buy house. 1 year I not see daddy. 1 year. Guys, Mohbad did not see his father. Wahala. Look at it. So you did not know where your son was staying at all, completely. A year, I did not see him. So for 1 good year at all, completely a year. I did not see him. Now, let's continue. You have deposed here on oath that your son told you, as read. On February, my son told me that Mr. Aziz Fashola house was searched by the NDLA. You did not know the house. When the incident happened, I had to know there by force. Did you know the house before this incident happened? Yes. You have to let us be clear about what you're saying. The record of the court has to be clear. You have informed the court that in 2019, the deceased moved out of your house in Ikorodu and started living with Naira Marley. You did not know the house. That is then in 2019. Yes. You did not know the house when supposedly NDLEA raided the house. You did not know the house. Yes. Why did the deceased leave your house in 2019? With the age, he was able to leave the house. He had gone to school and made new friends. In 2019, which work was he doing? Carpenter. In 2019, Mohbad was a carpenter. He was doing carpentry under you? Yes, sir. When he chose to leave your custody, did you bother to find out why he was leaving? Suddenly, he traveled out then, and on his way coming, they had arranged how he will see Naira Marley, and since then, I did not see him for a year. Guys, are you guys following up with what I'm reading? Let me be sure. Because if you're sleepy, I don't need to be reading for you guys while you're on your bed sleeping. Are you guys following up what I'm reading? If I don't see 10 years, I will not continue. I want to count the yes. If you are following, say yes. If you are not, I have to say at least 10. Or even 100 if I get mad. And there are so many people watching me, they're in the windows. Guys, I'm not going to continue if you are not all responding. Let me call all the names watching me. Let me call the names of all the people watching this live stream right now. Let me call your names. When you hear your names, you know that I see you. Larry is there. Okay, let me start from the. I'll call your name out now to be sure I know you're watching. Rolly Benson is there watching. I've not seen your yes. DDF Group is there watching. Sarah Langaros is watching. Fire Force is watching. Yemite is watching. Bar Janet is watching. The Lord Save is watching. Sholake is watching. Firikemi. Agbabola is watching. Anobi Lagata is watching. It's Naomi is watching. Justice from Mohbad is watching. Big Larry is watching. Gabriel Justice is watching. The Princess is watching. Delicious is watching. Bami Fat is watching. Dam Lola is watching. FM78. My C. Island Queen. 123 Care for Mohbad. Malo Div for Justice M set. Ganiyat Daudun Quincy. All of this thing. Why are you guys not responding? You want to keep mentioning your names? Guys, are you listening to me? It's my voice that is going out for you guys now. I'm wasting my voice for you guys. Let me not go and kill myself. You guys are not ready. You don't deserve it. guys were not responding, so I have to. I feel hungry. I'm hungry, and I will eat. I eat whenever I feel hungry. This my body that you see can eat any time of the day. I don't know why. If I just feel hungry any time of the day, I eat. Then when it's time for sports, I try as much to burn the calories. And I'm not even getting fat. I eat all kinds of stuff, but me and fat, I can never grow very, very big or fat. No, 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 no. I can never.
She offers of me. Just push me back. Enter the car, lock the door. The driver say, don't fuck up. This one, the car. We're not going. And it's so inviting to going because of. Yeah, but you're born out here. I say I get nothing from me. Ofefe yawo, o wa laju ele, o laju ele ara. Wa lọ fẹ́ mọ lọ́dọ̀ obìnrin. O lọ fẹ́ mọ tí bàbá àti ìyá rẹ̀ jọ wà tó ti kọ́kọ́. He died on Tuesday. We're supposed to go to Ikorodu. I was supposed to go to Ikorodu on Monday to go with his mother to stock rented up a shop that he's the real secret. Àti mo máa ń sọ fún ẹ pé mo ò lè bẹ náwó ẹ̀jẹ̀ torí pé wọ́n fẹ́ náà rẹ sọ wípé ikú ọmọ tó gbé dání yẹn ni Mohbad gbà kú. Tó bá jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ó ti jìran fún ẹ ó dègún ó dèpè o. Tó bá ń tó sáyìn tí ọmọ ọwọ́ ẹ̀ tiẹ̀ náà bá pé iye ọjọ́ Mohbad láyé ọmọ tó gbé dání yẹn náà òun náà máa gbà kú ọmọ tiẹ̀ kú so that wàá lè mọ ìrora lórí ọmọ. Ó lè escape gbogbo ìpè táyé iṣẹ́ fún ẹ tọkùnrin iṣẹ́ fún ẹ tóbìnrin iṣẹ́ fún ẹ tọmọdé iṣẹ́ fún ẹ ó lè escape ẹ. Mo wo tẹ́ni ọmọ ológo ṣe ní ìjẹta ẹgbẹ́ àná tó ń sọ wípé o lérò lẹ́yìn o léyàn lẹ́yìn o ní agbára olówó. Èmi sọ nínú ọkàn mi àti jáde fún ẹ wípé irọ́ ni o léyàn lẹ́yìn o mọ̀yàn o mọ anybody nínú ayé torí pé ẹni tó mọ ayé àtẹni tó dá ayé àtẹni tó dá ayé ráyé òun ló ti pa lọ́mọ yẹn. Ìwọ léyàn o kò sí ń ṣe fàájì ara ẹ ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àkókò ni ò tí ì tó tọ́jú ẹ̀sùn ẹ̀ máa dé. Tó bá dé wàá mọ̀ pé ò léèyàn ò ní réèyàn wàá pè èèyàn wọn ò ní dá ẹ lóhùn àfi tó o bá lọ́wọ́ nínú ikú Mohbad, àfi tó o bá búlì ẹ̀ rí, àfi tó o bá ṣe oògùn sí rí, àfi tó o bá rí ìròbí sí rí. Tó o bá ti ṣe àwọn nǹkan wọ̀nyí máa retí ọjọ́ ìdájọ́ ẹ̀ tó ò ní lọ. Wùmí ò ní lọ. Mo dẹ̀ tún fẹ́ correct ẹ ní àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ kan. Ó sọ wípé ìyá wá bọ́ta nígbà tí awó pẹ̀tù.
Guys, this is not comprehensive. I won't support this. We outsiders can say things to Wumi. I don't expect the family who should know better to be dragging Wumi. You know why? All these things Folashade is saying to Wumi. Folashade, your brother Darusha was in that house. Adura was in that house. Can you swear to them the same way you're swearing at Wumi? Were they not all there? Come on now. This is becoming an attack, one-sided on Wumi. It's unacceptable for me.
Tó sọ wípé tó ń bú ìyá ọkọ ní ẹ má bú ìyá ọkọ mi mọ́, ẹ má bú bàbá ọkọ mi mọ́, má sọ pé kó má bú wọn mọ́ o. Iṣẹ́ tó gbé fún ló ń jẹ́. Ṣùgbọ́n má pe bàbá ọkọ ẹ ní bàbá ọkọ ẹ mọ́. Ìdí tí mo fi sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ máa sọ fún ẹ. Oró ti ní pé 2024 ní November. Ó ti ṣe passport kan tí ò forúkọ ọkọ àbí bàbá ọkọ ẹ̀ sí. Ó fi sí náà fẹ́ gbé Liam fẹ́ lọ ni. Ó forúkọ Mohbad sẹ́yìn orúkọ Liam. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ló forúkọ bàbá ọkọ ẹ̀ sí. Kí wá ló dé tó ń pè ní bàbá ọkọ ẹ̀? 10 years ló ṣe tó fẹ́ fi travel. Ó forúkọ bàbá ẹ̀ ló fi sínú passport yẹn. Kí ló dé tó wá ń pe bàbá ọkọ mi ẹ má bú wọn mọ́? Ó ní láti sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ó sì kọ Mohbad láyé, ó ti yọ orúkọ ẹ̀ kúrò lẹ́yìn orúkọ ẹ̀. Tó bá fẹ́ proof nǹkan tí mo sọ máa fún ẹ náà. Kí ló dé tó wá ń darí?
No. Folashade is trespassing. It is not about supporting women. This is wrong. We have to condemn what is wrong. Ask yourself a question. Folashade brother Darusha was in that house. Folashade cousin or niece or whatever. Was it Mohbad? Adura was in that house. Why is Folashade not attacking Adura or attacking Darusha as much as she is attacking Wumi? Because they are all not speaking. But why is Wumi their main issue? If Adura was not in that house and Wumi is the only person, I can accept this. We public can call on Wumi as the wife and the brother also. But you, your own brother was there. You're not attacking your brother the way you're attacking Wumi. You can swear at Wumi, you can say everything at Wumi, but your own brother, you don't say the same thing to them. They were all there now. If you have no evidence, just go relax. Folashade, just go relax. Just go relax. I don't take nonsense.
ìgbà tí mo máa ń sọ fún ẹ pé mo ò lè bẹ náwó ẹ̀jẹ̀ torí pé wọ́n fẹ́ràn rẹ̀ sọ wípé ikú ọmọ tó gbé dání yẹn ni Mohbad gbà kú. Tó bá jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ó ti jìran fún ẹ, ó dègún ó dèpè o. Tó bá ń tó sẹ́yìn tí ọmọ ọwọ́ ẹ̀ tiẹ̀ náà bá pé iye ọjọ́ Mohbad láyé, ọmọ tó gbé dání yẹn náà ọmọ òun náà máa gbà kú ọmọ tiẹ̀ kú, so that wàá lè mọ ìrora lórí ọmọ. Ó lè escape gbogbo ìpètàyé iṣẹ́ fún ẹ, tọkùnrin iṣẹ́ fún ẹ, tóbìnrin iṣẹ́ fún ẹ, tọmọdé iṣẹ́ fún ẹ, ó lè escape ẹ. Mo wo tẹ́ni ọmọ ológo ṣòlù ní ìjẹta ẹgbẹ́ àná tó ń sọ wípé o lérò lẹ́yìn, o léyàn lẹ́yìn, o ní agbára olówó. Èmi sọ nínú ọkàn mi àti jáde fún ẹ wípé irọ́ ni o léyàn lẹ́yìn, o mọ̀yàn, o mọ anybody nínú ayé, torí pé ẹni tó mọ ayé àti ẹni tó dá ayé àti ẹni tó dá ayé ráyé, òun ló ti pa lọ́mọ yẹn. Ìwọ léyàn, ó kàn sí ń ṣe fàájì ara ẹ ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àkókò ni ò tí ì tó tọ́jú ẹ̀sùn ẹ máa dé. Tó bá dé wàá mọ̀ pé ò léyàn, ò ní réyàn, wàá pè èèyàn, wọn ò ní dá ẹ lóhùn. Àfi tó o bá lọ́wọ́ nínú ikú Mohbad, àfi tó o bá búlì ẹ̀ rí, àfi tó o bá ṣe oògùn sí rí, àfi tó o bá rí èrò ibi sí rí, tó o bá ti ṣe àwọn nǹkan wọ̀nyí, máa retí ọjọ́ ìdájọ́ ẹ̀ tó ò ní lọ. Mi ò ní lọ. Mo dẹ̀ tún fẹ́ correct ẹ ní àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ kan. Ó sọ wípé ìyá ó wá bọ́ta nígbà tí awó pẹ̀tù tó sọ wípé tó ń bú ìyá ọkọ, ó ní ẹ má bú ìyá ọkọ mi mọ́, ẹ má bú bàbá ọkọ mi mọ́, má sọ pé kó má bú wọn mọ́ o, iṣẹ́ tó gbé fún ló ń jẹ́, ṣùgbọ́n má pe bàbá ọkọ ẹ ní bàbá ọkọ ẹ mọ́. Ìdí tí mo fi sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ máa sọ fún ẹ. Orun ti ní pé 2024 ní November ó ti ṣe passport kan tí ò forúkọ ọkọ àbí bàbá ọkọ ẹ̀ sí. Ó fi sí náà fẹ́ gbé Liam fẹ́ lọ ni, ó forúkọ Mohbad sẹ́yìn orúkọ Liam, bẹ́ẹ̀ ló forúkọ bàbá ọkọ ẹ̀ sí. Kí wá lóde tó ń pè wọ́n ní bàbá ọkọ ẹ̀? 10 years ló ṣe tó fẹ́ fi travel, ó forúkọ bàbá ẹ̀ ló fi sínú passport yẹn. Kí ló dé tó wá ń pe bàbá ọkọ mi ẹ má bú wọn mọ́? O ò ní láti sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ó sì kọ Mohbad láyé, ó ti yọ orúkọ ẹ̀ kúrò lẹ́yìn orúkọ ẹ̀. Tó bá fẹ́ púrúfù nǹkan tí mo sọ máa fún ẹ náà. Kí ló dé tó wá ń darí ẹ láàmú? Máa retí ọjọ́ ìdájọ́ àtọjọ́ ẹ̀san. Gbogbo ẹni tó mọ̀rọ̀ sọ kó máa wí, gbogbo ẹni tó mọ̀rọ̀ gbọ́ kó máa gbọ́. Àsìkò bá tó, ojú àṣebí àfihàn àrùn kedere. Èmi mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ fún ẹ, ṣùgbọ́n ó ní lọ láì jìyà. Ó dá mi lójú gbangba àfi tí kì bá ṣe èmi ni mo sọ̀rọ̀, àfi tí kì bá ṣe pé ẹ̀jẹ̀ dà wá pọ̀, àfi tí kì tó bá jẹ́ wípé mo tẹ́wọ́ gbogbo.
All this one is waste of time. If you guys have any evidence in your family, you know Wunmi killed this boy, bring it out. I mean, tell the whole world. If the police don't do anything about it, we will drag Wunmi out. Right? But all I see here is just you guys are just looking for, like, I mean, I don't know. This is just a drama. They are just making a drama. What I see here most time is just drama. If you guys have any evidence, bring it out.
Ni Mohbad bá kú tó bá jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ó ti jìran fún ẹ ó dègún ó dèpè o tó bá ń tó sẹ́yìn tí ọmọ ọwọ́ ẹ̀tì ẹ̀ náà bá pé iye ọjọ́ Mohbad láyé ọmọ tó gbé dání yẹn náà òun náà máa gbà kú ọmọ tiẹ̀ kú so that wàá lè mọ ìrora lórí ọmọ ó lè escape gbogbo ìpètáyé iṣẹ́ fún ẹ tọkùnrin iṣẹ́ fún ẹ tóbìnrin iṣẹ́ fún ẹ tọmọdé iṣẹ́ fún ẹ ó lè escape ẹ. Mo wo tẹ́ni ọmọ ológo ṣe ní ìjẹta ẹgbẹ́ àná tó ń sọ wípé o lérò lẹ́yìn o léyàn lẹ́yìn o ní agbára olówó. Èmi sọ nínú ọkàn mi àti jáde fún ẹ wípé irọ́ ni o léyàn lẹ́yìn o mọ̀yàn o mọ anybody nínú ayé torí pé ẹni tó mọ ayé àtẹni tó dá ayé àtẹni tó dá ayé ráyé òun ló ti pa lọ́mọ yẹn ìwọ léyàn ó kàn sí ń ṣe fàájì ara ẹ ni bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àkókò ni ò tí ì tó tọ́jú ẹ̀sùn ẹ máa dé tó bá dé wàá mọ̀ pé ò réèyàn ò ní réèyàn wàá pè èèyàn wọn ò ní dá ẹ lóhùn àfi tó o bá lọ́wọ́ nínú ikú Mohbad àfi tó o bá búlì ẹ̀ rí àfi tó o bá ṣe oògùn sí rí àfi tó o bá rí ibi sí rí tó o bá ti ṣe àwọn nǹkan wọ̀nyí máa retí ọjọ́ ìdájọ́ ẹ̀ tó o ní lọ mi ò ní lọ mo dẹ̀ tún fẹ́ correct ẹ ní àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ kan ó sọ wípé ìyá ó wá bọ́ta nígbà tí awó pẹ̀tù tó sọ wípé tó ń bú ìyá ọkọ ní ẹ má bú ìyá ọkọ mi mọ́ ẹ má bú bàbá ọkọ mi mọ́ má sọ pé kó má bú wọn mọ́ o iṣẹ́ tó gbé fún ló ń jẹ́ ṣùgbọ́n má pe bàbá ọkọ ẹ ní bàbá ọkọ ẹ mọ́ ìdí tí mo fi sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ máa sọ fún ẹ oró ti ní pé 2024 ní November ó ti ṣe passport kan tí ò forúkọ ọkọ àbí bàbá ọkọ ẹ̀ sí ó fi sí náà fẹ́ gbélé àmú fẹ́ lọ ni ó forúkọ Mohbad sẹ́yìn orúkọ ìyá mi bẹ́ẹ̀ ló forúkọ bàbá ọkọ ẹ̀ sí kí wá ló dé tó ń pè wọ́n ní bàbá ọkọ ẹ̀ 10 years ló ṣe tó fẹ́ fi travel ó forúkọ bàbá ẹ̀ ló fi sínú passport yẹn kí ló dé tó wá ń pe bàbá ọkọ mi ẹ má bù wọn mọ́ ó ní láti sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ó sì kọ Mohbad láyé ó ti yọ orúkọ ẹ̀ kúrò lẹ́yìn orúkọ ẹ̀ tó bá fẹ́ púrúfù nǹkan tí mo sọ máa fún ẹ̀ náà kí ló dé tó wá ń darí ẹ láàmú máa retí ọjọ́ ìdájọ́ àtọjọ́ ẹ̀san gbogbo ẹni tó mọ̀rọ̀ sọ kó máa wí gbogbo ẹni tó mọ̀rọ̀ gbọ́ kó máa gbọ́ àsìkò bá tó ojú àṣebí àfihàn àrùn kedere èmi mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ fún ẹ ṣùgbọ́n ó ní lọ láì jìyà ó dá mi lójú gbangba àfi tí kì bá ṣe èmi ni mo sọ̀rọ̀ àfi tí kì bá ṣe pé ẹ̀jẹ̀ dà wá pọ̀ àfi tí kì tó bá jẹ́ wípé mo tẹ́wọ́ gbowó lọ́wọ́ ẹnikẹ́ni wípé justice for Mohbad o ẹ má wá justice for ọmọ yìí o ẹ gbowó àbí mo bá ẹ ná nínú owó ẹ àbí mo gbà nínú owó tí ìyá ọkọ ẹ tẹ̀ ń gbà dàbí tí n bá gbà ń bẹ tí ò bá rí bẹ́ẹ̀ mú ìwà àtọmọwọ ẹ ní lọ o ẹ ní lọ torí ọmọ tiwa òun ni Mohbad ọmọ tèmi ni ò ní lọ èsì máa jẹ́ nìyí. ìgbà tí mo yẹn máa ń sọ fún ẹ pé mo ò lè.
Once life is taken out of.
Hey! Hey! Nurse has been acting so nonchalant since the death of my husband. She's been clubbing, like the nurse has been out there enjoying living her life, and and now me, I am out into all state. I cannot even live my life.
Oh, the nurse has been clubbing, blah blah blah. What were you doing? What have you been doing? I don't even understand.
My husband personal nurse was not around.
Okay.
Yes, he was not available. She was not available. So that was why one of his friends called Spending just gave us his own personal.
Now, when Wumi was asked, why didn't you use your husband's personal nurse? She said our own husband's personal nurse was not around, but you preferred a nurse that was in Cotonou that Spending dropped the number on Monday. Spending was not even around. The nurse now had to come on Tuesday. So throughout that mandate. There's no nurse on your streets. Now, no, if you go find nurse. Now, that one where they go to, now, come wait for. Your own nurse, self, no, they around, but they Naija. Now, the one we can't take to know, you now wait for, one treat your husband. Not even that your husband's nurse was not.
That's an indictment right there. With a good lawyer, that's a good case. That's an indictment right there. If you are claiming nurse killed Mohbad, which nurse? Is it the nurse you guys kept waiting for? There must be something special about that nurse. For you guys not to be able to call a nurse around you to come treat Mohbad, you have to wait for a nurse outside the country. There have to be something that only the nurse can treat. There have to be something that only that particular nurse can treat. And more investigation should be centered around this nurse and force this nurse to withdraw her position. There's an indictment on women right there.
Around, she was just more available throughout. Ataro Jokeji, also now wait for when the Cotonou nurse come back. No, so you don't know from anywhere, have you?
Or even not for one of the artists, I don't want to mention his name publicly, that had to fight back that why do you have to do this to this man? You know, he got back to Nigeria feeling sick. It was a few weeks after that he even died. Like, he got back, I think, August ending and he died September 12. He got back very sick. Like, his whole family had to come over to visit us. Do you understand? So, you know, they made life so upbeat. That's one thing, because, you know, even
you know that the interview was months ago. Like, Misty deliberately mentioned that Mohbad was buried abroad before he came back, like a month before he died, lived by rebel living. So, like, and you see, you're still talking about the nurse. Like, who are you pointing? You're pointing finger to nurse, pointing finger to pointing fingers to his friends, pointing finger to papa. Only you is neutral. And you know what actually happened. There are some people that even not even that guy that you guys are listening to is going to beg to already must be paying the number for me. Only of people for me all like only of people for me all like only of people for me all like. Now this is a voice note that leaked that we was allegedly saying only love you for Komedola. It can go and favor my husband tomorrow. Like you don't want any the investigation to favor your husband or something. I don't know, allegedly. You know, the nurse was with us through the night. And after my father-in-law, like the rest of the family came around, his friends also came around. Like, we even had to get another nurse to come to the house to try to find something to do to his to him, but you know, nothing was done. The nurse was with us throughout. When my father-in-law came to the house, the nurse narrated everything that happened to me. He wanted to get the nurse arrested. But my father said we should allow her to go. Now, yeah, Wumi was saying the nurse was with them throughout the night. The father-in-law came. Father-in-law even said he didn't see the nurse. And that even after they went to the hospital and came back, she called another nurse to come and check Mohbad. Another nurse. Papa Mohbad say he don't meet any nurse. VDM, why you know ask these people? Like all these things supposed to be paying me, and now only VDM get direct contact. It's like very that man supposed to prepare questionnaire for all these people, like the ones that
You see, I'm not the only one that is saying VDM is not asking enough questions, and I hope that he has something, because if VDM has nothing at the end of the day, and this is the best interview he can do, I mean, people will come back, they'll clash him. You should understand. His integrity is at stake. So you should know what he's doing. If you know him, tell him.
Don't forget, Adura also contacted Yomi Fabi months ago, saying he won't collect 3 million. The state talk say the phone be hacked. We Adura been talk saying Sabi waiting by Mohbad saying get evidence. Now you see how they successfully want to confuse all of us Nigerians and they scatter the case. Now what you want to understand is that for this kind of case to be settled, we have to be actually paid on someone we have to take the fall. And nurse now, don't worry, I will be posting the. So now grab the popcorn, click the follow button and follow me through.
The auxiliary nurse who gave Mohbad the injection finally gave a testimony of Mohbad's final moment in the coroner's court. Let's read together, guys. From the nurse, on the 11th of September 2023, I was at Cotonou to process my admission. As I was on my way back, I saw Speeding's missed call and I called him back. Then he told me
Nurse was at Cotonou to process her admission.
Should come and treat his friend in the house who had a cut. I told him I was just coming back from Cotonou.
Has that admission been verified?
Missed his calls because I couldn't pick up. As I got to CMS, a call came in from DJ Bami. He introduced himself that he was from Spending. I couldn't go to the house that day. I got there the next day at about 2:30 p.m. I met a guy in the sitting room carrying Liam, and DJ Bami led me upstairs. On getting to the room Mohbad was, I saw some water on the floor, which DJ Bami mopped. When we moved Mohbad from the room he was sitting, he was to another room. It was only the four of us that were upstairs. Me, Mohbad, DJ Bami, and Wumi.
Could it be that Mohbad was already fainting and they were pouring water on Mohbad? He was fainting. They kept pouring water on him.
As I was giving the first injection, Mohbad asked me the type of injection I wanted to give him, and I told him tetanus injection, paracetamol injection, and antibiotics. I first gave him tetanus and paracetamol injection. After I gave him the paracetamol injection, Wumi said he had ulcer. When I gave him the third injection, he started reacting and saying he wanted to throw up. DJ Bami and Wumi led him to the bedroom where he threw up. After throwing up, he sat down on the floor and was very weak. Then goosebumps appeared on his body. Wumi told me that is how he used to react to injection. Then I told her, you should have told me this before. She then said that if they pour water on his head, it will calm down. Wumi then pour water on him. When I saw the goosebumps, DJ Bami and I quickly went down to rush to the pharmacy so we could get an antidote. We got to the first pharmacy, but they didn't have what we wanted. We then went to another pharmacy. They called DJ Bami from the house that Mohbad was convulsing, and I told them to rush him to the hospital. When DJ Bami and I got to the house, we saw that they were carrying Mohbad out of the house. They carried him like a baby and rushed him to the neighbor's car. Wumi and I sat in the front while some guys were with him at the back. I don't know those guys. As we were going, we met a terrible traffic that was not moving at all, so we had to transfer him to a bike. I was begging all the drivers in the traffic to give us space so the bike would move Mohbad. A guy was with Mohbad in the bike. As the bike was moving, DJ Bami and I followed the bike to the hospital. The hospital was not far from where we were. When we got to the hospital, the doctor asked me if I gave him a diclofenac, and I said no. I told him the injections I gave him. He then said Mohbad had passed away. They issued a death certificate and gave it to DJ Bami. I never set my eyes on Adra throughout the time I was in the house. It was when we got to the hospital that Adra came to meet us. We went to the second hospital, who also confirmed to us that Mohbad had died. It was Darusha that took us there. The doctor asked me what I gave him and I explained. She told me to get out of her sight. We then took his body back home. When we got back home to the house, they closed the door and restricted people from entering. There was a lot of crowd outside. Throughout the time that I was in the house, till I left, I never set my eyes on Baba Mohbad. What I gave Mohbad was the right medication that would be given to anybody with a cut. The lower part of his hand was very swollen, and I gave him the tetanus injection on the upper hand. Before I got to that house that day, I told DJ Bami to send me the picture of the cut so I would know what to bring to the house. I was about 5 minutes to the house before I got the picture. If they had sent that picture before I left my house, I wouldn't have gone to Mohbad's house because it was just a small cut. I would have told them to take him to a nearby pharmacy. I actually thought I was a qualified auxiliary nurse until Mohbad's case started, and he said I am not. I have an O level and I trained at the hospital from 2014 to 2017. I knew Spending through a referral, and he has recommended many people to me before Mohbad's incident. Spending was not in the house when the whole issue happened. I don't know why they waited for me to come from Cotonou. The period from when they called me till I got there was about 22 hours. The time interval from when I treated Mohbad to when they said he was pied was just 2 hours. I asked DJ Bami about the cut before I started treating Mohbad, and he said it was a glass cut, and they already removed the glass from his hand the previous day.
Why were they arrested as suspects?
Because the guy that fought with him at the show that made him sustain an injury, the guy that called the nurse, and the nurse that injected him, it was the injection that led to his death.
So is it that the injection must have been laced with something?
That is what I don't know. Now I don't even know if it is a mistake or the nurse was sent.
Now Nigerians, if Prime Boy left on Sunday night and spending left on that Monday afternoon, why will we call them suspects and forget them inside the payment for 4 months? You call them suspects on national TV. Your own husband's friend, childhood friend, Prime Boy. And on the 12th, with your encounter with the nurse, the hospital, these two were not even there on the 12th, but you call them suspects.
The nurse has been acting so nonchalant since the death of my husband. She's been clubbing, like the nurse has been out there enjoying living her life and doing, and now.
I'm a nurse. I live in United States. My name is Titi Layo Karimo Tobukola. I'm a nurse. I live in United States. I'm a senior sister to Mohbad's wife. We are just 3. Two brothers and abroad. So how do I say? So my sister is the last one of the family, and she's the wife. She's Mohbad's wife. They got married on a low key, just because we want to respect Mohbad's. My sister couldn't post pictures. We couldn't celebrate the way we want, just because we understand what he's going through, and he's doing this because he doesn't want to expose his family. That is why he's doing this. He doesn't want to expose his wife and his son. So right now,
would you like to learn how to trade powerful AI trading setups in less than 30 minutes a day? Hi, my name is Adam Harris, and I've been trading in the city for 15 years. I'm a proven ex-city trader with a track record.
My sister cannot talk. She's grieving. And we are just trying to be here for her so she can stay strong. Please bear with us. We are saying your donations every day. We are saying it. We will not deny that. We are saying it. Thank you to all Nigerians. And
Karimo, you are seeing our donation. So you guys swept public money. You guys were seeing our donations, right? And now you are having issue with people. Donation that you never used to look for justice. Donation that only went into you guys' pocket, that you guys only spent. And now you are fighting each other. Useless people.
from the donations, thank you for the support. That was huge. We owe you guys for that. Thank you for the support. Thank you. Thank you, Nigerians. But already now, I'm so surprised about what is going on. I am so surprised. On Tuesday night, it was as if I should jump from my phone and get to Nigeria immediately. I begged. I was on the phone from 8 p.m. to like 2 a.m. Bus Revolution. I was on Bus Revolution and WhatsApp call from 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. Begging and begging. Do autopsy. Do autopsy. Don't go and bury him this midnight. They wanted to bury him in the midnight. Don't bury him this night. He deserves a befitting burial. I pleaded. My sister pleaded.
Karimo, if anyone should say that your family killed Mohbad, I don't think they should be blamed for that. If anyone should say you have a hand in Mohbad's death, I think you're indicting yourself. One should be asking a question. Why should Karimo be in America and be involved into the death of her younger sister's husband and be on call for 8 p.m. Nigerian time until 2 a.m. Nigerian time? What kind of concern did Karimo have? And after that moment, to plan to come to Nigeria immediately. If Mohbad had died under a natural circumstances, I don't think Karimo will need to come to Nigeria. Let's make that clear. The death of Mohbad is unnatural and it has implication. Karimo and the mother came to Nigeria to quickly help to meet anybody they know to address this issue. It's not something they could have done while abroad. Karimo and her mother came to Nigeria so they can quickly come and do the needful. If Mohbad has passed in such a way it doesn't affect Wunmi, what will make the mother to say she want to come to Nigeria to do what? And what will make Karimo and the mother, two of them, to make the move to come to Nigeria? It means Wunmi was in trouble. Point number one. Though, when I look into the statement of Karimo and Folashade, I don't know. It is either I call both of them liar, but I don't think Folashade is telling the truth. Karimo is more. They both can be trusted. But Karimo is still more trusted than Folashade. I don't know. Maybe I should say so. Karimo is mentioning time and date. She said on Tuesday night, 8 p.m., she was on call until 2 a.m. Folashade is not mentioning any time and date. And that's an easy way to lie. You understand? Folashade is literally playing games. He's trying to stir people up. I don't know how, as big as you are, you're an adult, you can't even tell your own story, Folashade. You can't tell when you heard. That's what I'm saying. I don't know why VDM make that interview like that. Anyway, all should go to, that is VDM interview. That's how I will put it. Because in the beginning, let's see how VDM started that interview. I think that is, let's just say that is VDM interview. Because, like, I don't know why it has to go that way. Let me bring it on. Listen.
Tasty Tom, for tasty meals good for you. Introducing Tasty Tom in peppy and onion mix.
Alright, so this is the auntie of Mohbad's mother, younger sister. Now, when I interviewed Baba Mohbad, he said something that when he got to the house, that he saw a duvet with blood. Now, according to him, he also said that Mohbad's auntie also saw the same thing. So, auntie of Mohbad, did you see any cloth with blood?
Yes.
So can you tell us what happened when you got to the house?
When I got to the house, I just have to move around all the places inside the rooms, Mohbad's rooms. I opened the door. I saw Mohbad sitting.
Okay. Let me just say, VDM is intelligent, but the error here is just that, again, it's not a professional, right? In journalism, there's what they call timeline. I remember even when I told you guys, I was one of my YouTube channel platform at the time. I was one of the first media house that broadcasted coronavirus. A lot of media houses were scared to talk about it during 2019/2020. It's called COVID-19. It started around that November time, 2019. Yeah, so that December/January 2020 in Wuhan, the stuff was already getting, it was spreading. And I had a friend who was studying, so he assisted me a lot of information. And I was wondering, I hope this disease doesn't become pandemic. So I was already thinking about all of those things. They were warning that, hey, this is a government-owned thing. Don't come into it. It's political, whatever. But I think if you go to that my video, you see it's very old. It's one of the oldest. I mean, in the continent, not even Nigeria. At that time. So anyway, so I'm doing journalism. I think the first thing you learn, right? Because I also learn presentation, so I can improve myself a little bit. The timeline, the story timeline, the day, the day that particular thing is happening. Today is the 24th, or today is the maybe 17th of July 2025. It's exactly 1 a.m. here this time that we're having this interview. Yes. And so then you let your person tell you their own timeline, the timeline of the event, So where were you, Folashade, when you heard about all of this thing? And you also remember that day, when was that day in particular? And what were you doing that day when you hear, when was the first time you heard about Mohbad's death? What were you doing? You also remember what you were doing that day? So, and then from there, you try to bring her into the story, because she will always remember what she was doing when she heard the bad news. Or when was the first time? We still don't know who broke all this information to Folashade. We don't know. But anyway, I would just say, maybe Very Dark Man is driving somewhere. So let's just keep saying maybe, and let's keep following the maybe, and let's hope that maybe becomes clear at the end of the day, So I hope that it becomes clear at the end of the day. Now leave it at that. Let's continue with Karimo.
No one listened to us. I said, okay, if that be the case, let's bury him at the cemetery. Let's not go and bury him just anywhere.
I think a lawyer was involved in the plotting, in the scripting of what killed Mohbad. And Karimo was brought in. Mohbad died on Monday. The more you listen to Karimo speak, the more you know that they had enough time to prepare. They had enough time. Karimo did not just hear about Mohbad's death in the afternoon and got involved. No. Karimo has been informed longer than it happened. Karimo may not be there on Tuesday. Karimo may not be there on Monday, Tuesday when Mohbad died. It doesn't seem like Karimo was in Nigeria. I hope that there's a proof that establishes that. But what is clearer to me is that Karimo has a lot of information. As at the time Karimo was saying all of these things, Karimo was well informed about everything, and she was given a role to play, right? Yes, and the fact that she was able to come to Nigeria with the mother shows exactly that there's an intent of conspiracy. There have to be a conspiracy, yes, in this whole thing. So, and the reason why Karimo may be mad at Wunmi, maybe she's not getting enough money as she expected, that, okay, Mohbad property, everything will be shared, and I will get some things, I will get that. So maybe she's not getting enough as she wanted, and so that's why she's mad. But even when she's mad, she's still negotiating with them, like trying to know what she will get, right? So this is what I like seeing, because one will be wondering what is making Karimo like so mad at them, but yet she's still not revealing the secret. Karimo is mad at Wunmi for public to see, right? But in practical, there are things Karimo is not saying too. She's not saying those things too, because that is a secret.
They didn't listen. My sister did not have the faith. No one listened. At least she had a son for them now. They didn't listen. They didn't listen to my sister. I asked my family to give the phone to them so I can talk. I don't want to mention him.
This is very, very wrong. Everything Karimo is saying is very, 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 very wrong. I don't think Nigeria will forgive her for this if Mohbad doesn't get justice. She's part of the people that played the script. They played the script and they possibly orchestrated the burial. They frustrated the process until Mohbad had to be buried. I think we can also say that they kind of played the father. The father was also kind of played, was being manipulated by Karimo. Because one would be wondering, what was Karimo doing on call with them begging? Why were you begging, Karimo? Begging for what? What do you know that you're begging them not to bury him that night, this and that? What did they tell you kill Mohbad? That you're talking about them not burying Mohbad, not burying him to do what with the body? What do you know to be saying they shouldn't bury him? Did you doubted anything, Karimo? Don't forget, Karimo, you said that you were on video call and they showed you Mohbad lying on the floor. So you have so many videos of Mohbad's dead body, and yet you can't even show all these things because you know it's very nasty, right? She has all these things in her possession.
I'm saying them. I don't want to mention him. Give the phone to them. I'm coming home. At least before I get home, let's do this. Why do we have to bury him in first place? Why are we so much in a hurry to bury him? I had that question so many times, no response from them. Why do we have to bury him at 12 a.m. midnight? No response. Everybody.
Anyway, the points still remain. Mohbad's father is not a baby. He doesn't love Mohbad. As at the time Mohbad passed, Mohbad's father was not in good relationship with Mohbad. Mohbad may just be one of those children stubborn to their parents. Some children can be stubborn to their parents. And we can see that the father acted out of maybe not having any value for Mohbad. Because I still ask myself a question. I see no reason why Mohbad will die. You come there, you say you saw blood. You saw Mohbad lying on the staircase. And between 1 or 2 hours, you're already thinking about burial. You left Mohbad on Saturday. You came back, you saw him lying and embalmed. And you're thinking burial. Mohbad father, I ask, why were you asking for the plot of land? To do what? Thank God you can't deny this. You were still in the house when you asked for the plot of land. You were in the house. Mohbad's dead body was in front of you. Why were you asking the lawyer for plot of land? To go bury Mohbad or to inherit it? It has to be one of these two reasons. Whichever one you choose puts you in trouble. So you see? And Mohbad's father should be arrested. I don't think they should let him go scot-free. He should be arrested. He should be arrested after he jeopardized, he obstructed the course of justice by the quick burial of Mohbad. Public funds were contributed to him to carry out an autopsy or toxicology because this man hated Mohbad. This man don't see Mohbad as a substance. The man demonstrated that help by doing an autopsy that remains inconclusive. This man was given 10 months and public funds, millions were contributed to him. Even if you give 10 billion to Joseph Aloba today and give him a bad body, I swear he will do nothing with it. He will instead spend the money. This man have a grudges for Mohbad. People are saying they see love, but I see a grudges. There's a hate, there's something between Mohbad and their father. Maybe the father has not forgiven him yet, I don't know. But they are not all right. They don't seem to be. They don't seem to be all right. I mean, who else will do this to their loved son? You left a son on Saturday evening, and then you come back 10 p.m. evening on Tuesday. That's about 3 days later, if I'm not mistaken. You came back Tuesday and you saw him by the staircase. And immediately you were thinking about burying him. The only way we can translate that, it is either you were forced by somebody, okay, or maybe there was a threat, or maybe you don't like him and you were happy to see him dead. Those are because the one thing, the one question you should ask, why was Baba asking for land? Thank God for Ishak, that Ishak was able to make us know the mindset of Baba Mohbad. If Ishak had not asked that question, we wouldn't have got that answer. There are so many things this man is not telling the public, and that is not good for this case. And that is why nobody wants to accept the fault. Wumi is saying that this man is lying. Then Wumi too is lying. Wumi was okay. Wumi know that the man is lying, that the man is not saying everything. The man is always saying what favors her. Wumi too is lying too, saying what favors her. Lie, I lie. And let's see what we get. We get lies at the end of the day.
They had to like fight them and say, no, even if you want to bury him, not this midnight. Not this midnight. When he was getting into chaos, that was when they decided and said, okay, we will bury him in the morning. In the morning, as early as 8 o'clock, they took him to the morgue. Around that 2 a.m., they took him to the morgue. As early as 8 o'clock, they got there again to go and get him out and bury him. Why do we have to bury him this early? They didn't listen. They bury him with the cheapest clothes in the market. They cut that clothes China. A yard of that clothes should be around. If I'm not mistaken, I own a shop before I travel. I used to sell clothes. The last time I sold that clothes at my store was 100 naira per yard, and that was 2014, 100 naira. So right now, people that know that material, China, per yard should be around 500 naira. That was the clothes they bought and buried in. I cried on my way to the airport. I cried terribly, but there's nothing I could do. Right now, all the allegations be around 500 naira. That was the clothes they bought and buried in. I cried on my way to the airport. I cried terribly, but there's nothing I could do. Right now, all the allegations about land, there is no land anywhere.
Karimo, you cried. You were begging them. And then you cried on your way to the airport. It means you landed in Nigeria on Wednesday. Karimo. So it means that same Tuesday, let's say we go by the narrative. It means you left. Karimo. Your stories are not comprehensive. You have to come and make this things clear. Now, you were saying that you were begging them that night. There's nothing you could do. Listen, let's hear this back.
Clothes at my store was 100 naira. Around that 2 a.m., they took him to the morgue. As early as 8 o'clock, they got there again to go and get him out and bury him. Why do we have to bury him this early? They didn't listen. They bury him with the cheapest clothes in the market. They call that clothes China. A yard of that clothes should be around, if I'm not mistaken, I own a shop before I travel. I used to sell clothes. The last time I sold that clothes at my store was 100 naira per yard, and that was 2014, 100 naira. So right now, people that know that material, China, per yard should be around 500 naira. That was the clothes they bought and buried in. I cried on my way to the airport. I cried terribly, but there's nothing I could do. Right now, all the allegations about land, there's no land anywhere. There's no property anywhere. Like I said, and I'll repeat it again, that land that they buried Mohbad on, that land that they buried Mohbad on, I was the one that wanted to buy that land. But I wanted something closer to by the side of the road. I said I don't want it. Last time I sold that clothes at my store was 100 naira per yard, and that was 2000.
Is it before year or after year? You say they put them in the morgue. Is it after year or before year?
2014, 100 naira. So right now, people that know that material, China, per yard should be around 500 naira. That was the clothes they bought and buried in. I cried on my way to the airport. I cried terribly, but there's nothing I could do. Right now, all the allegations, what that question so many times, no response from them. What do we have to bury him at 12 a.m. midnight? No response. Everybody, they had to like fight them. I said, no, even if you want to bury him, not this midnight. Not this midnight. When he was getting into chaos, that was when they decided and said, okay, we will bury him in the morning. In the morning, as early as 8 o'clock, they took him to the morgue. Around that 2 a.m., they took him to the morgue. As early as 8 o'clock, they got there again.
Yes, now. Mohbad father said this now. Mohbad father said he left the morgue 2:30 a.m. It's simple now. Mohbad father, you guys should listen to this thing very well, please. Remove sentiment. Remove feelings, please. Mohbad father said they got to the morgue. Mohbad was in the ambulance, and the ambulance was in the morgue. That's what they are saying. The ambulance was inside the morgue premises. So they left Mohbad inside the ambulance, which was in the morgue. Like you drive your car, you park your car inside the morgue compound. So, and they left Mohbad there, that 2 a.m. Everybody departed. Then 8 a.m. they come to pick Mohbad from that same ambulance.
To go and get him out and bury him. Why do we have to bury him this early? They didn't listen. They bury him with the cheapest clothes in the market. They call that clothes China. A yard of that clothes.
Mohbad father was called to bury Mohbad. Guys, if Mohbad father was saying he left the morgue 2:30 to 3 a.m., right? If you minus 3 hours, that's 12 midnight. Now, it means by 2 or so, by 2 a.m., Mohbad father called, by 2 or 1 a.m., Mohbad father called somebody in the village to prepare something to bury Mohbad. Baba wanted to bury Mohbad right that night. Because guys, tell me, you are in Lekki, you got there, you saw your son's dead body is dead, right? That same midnight, you pick up a call. What was the rush about? What was the rush about? Come on, there's something that makes them rush to bury Mohbad. Mohbad could have still been in that house. Mohbad could have still been in that house. Please, let's get this thing correctly. There was a pressure to have Mohbad buried. Why was the father asking for land in the presence of the lawyer? Right in the house. Why was he asking for land? It's not to bury Mohbad. Then hours later, the father called his friend to get burial stuff ready. Why are you calling somebody at that time in the night if you don't want to do something? There was need for burial that night. That's why there was a call put up to that person. There was need and intention to have Mohbad buried that night. This is even before going to police station, before going to the morgue. There was already intention to bury Mohbad. I mean, why did you guys have to take Mohbad out of that house? Anyway, the father did not see Mohbad as a celebrity, and he doesn't have regard for Mohbad. This is the best interpretation. He didn't know Mohbad was not famous, and he didn't see Mohbad as some importance. So it's just like any of his garbage.
Should be around. If I'm not mistaken, I own a shop before I travel. I used to sell clothes. The last time I sold that clothes at my store was 100 naira per yard, and that was 2014, 100 naira. So right now, people that know that material, China, per yard should be around 500 naira. That was the clothes they bought and buried. I cried on my way to the airport. I cried terribly, but there's nothing I could do. Right now, all the allegations about land, there's no land anywhere. There's no property anywhere. Like I said, and I'll repeat it again, that land that they buried Mohbad on, that land that they buried Mohbad on, I was the one that wanted to buy that land. But I wanted something closer to by the side of the road. I said I don't want it. My mom advised Mohbad to start having properties aside from the land in the house in Lekki. That was why my mom was involved in the first place. He advised him to start putting his money towards property. My sister does not have a car. She doesn't have a car, she doesn't have a shop, and she doesn't have a job as we speak. She's a stay-home mom. I was advising her that morning that Mohbad died. I said your son is now 5 months old now. You need to go back you need to get something to do and start working. Don't be a stay-home mom. Look at me. I have a husband, but I'm still working. He said my husband said after my son is a year old, after his 1 year old birthday, I'll get something doing. I said if it was your husband's wish, respect your husband. But have it at the back of your mind, you are not going to be a stay-home mom. Said I know, thank you, my sister.
Oh my God. I missed so many points. Did you hear that? Aside from the house. Wait, please. Let me take it back. I didn't hear that place.
They didn't listen. They bury him with the cheapest clothes in the market. They cut that clothes China. A yard of that clothes should be around. If I'm not mistaken, I own a shop before I travel. I used to sell clothes. The last time I sold that clothes at my store was 100 naira per yard, and that was 2014, 100 naira. So right now, people that know that material, China, per yard should be around 500 naira. That was
1 minute, please.
close the port and buried him. I cried on my way to the airport. I cried terribly, but there is nothing I could do. Right now, all the allegations about land, there is no land anywhere. There is no property anywhere. Like I said, and I'll repeat it again, that land that they buried Mohbad on.
You see, there is no land anywhere, please. At this point, I will just go with Baba Mohbad. Baba Mohbad destroyed all of this case, and the man is foolish. You know, Baba Mohbad never told the public until recently. Baba Mohbad never told the public. All of us, at some point, we were thinking that after Mohbad passed, some people went to use Mohbad hand to do some thumbprinting, to seize Mohbad property, to transfer it to the child. All of us were thinking this. We never knew that Mohbad's father was fully aware that Mohbad had already bought some property in the child's name when Mohbad was alive. Anywhere in the world, once you buy a property in someone's name and you buy it, you give to that person with your consent, you can't take it back anywhere in the world. Sorry. It is gone. If you want to dwell on such case, you will fight for 10 years. All that time, we all were dragging women. We were nailing this girl. How can you guys do thumbprinting? Mohbad's father did not come out and tell us, oh, this has already happened before. The man is using public to fight his fight. That Mohbad's father is an evil man. It's a man that is bitter and full with hate. It's somebody that is a hate. He has hate in him. The man opened his mouth and said, I hate women. You hate a human being. Look at how the man comported himself within justice for Mohbad alone. All the persons who have helped this man pushed them away. This man is not somebody who can group people, unite them. This man is a divider. It's a self-centered person. He wanted everything. And the hate he has in him will consume him. The reason why we don't have progress today is because this man too is playing games. They know they are both playing games. Because right now, we public contributed millions of naira. If you read the GoFundMe, let me bring the GoFundMe stuff. If you read that GoFundMe stuff, right? Part of the objectives of the GoFundMe was to do what? Part of the objectives of the GoFundMe was to defend Mohbad royalty and also was to oversee, to protect Mohbad properties. Till today, Mohbad father never gave us that information. Mohbad father should have gone to land registry and make confirmation whether there is any such property in Mohbad's name. And should have come out and informed the public that he has done his research. This is for good 2 years. You want me to keep living in denial? You want me to be accusing Wunmi? Has Mohbad father himself ever accused Wunmi of killing Mohbad? The closest, he said Wunmi's concubine killed Mohbad. Wunmi's concubine, not Wunmi. That is the closest. Then later on, he said those that killed his son, the names are in the petition. He's hallucinated. He's delusional, you know. The man, if you think about Mohbad, Mohbad will not get justice. If you think about the man, Mohbad will not get justice. In fact, if you think about the man, you can now see, I'm now seeing reason why some people supporting Wunmi, they are irritated by this man's behavior. That's why this man is not the best person to sit out there saying he's looking for justice. He's not been the best father. He's not done the best. So the man has a lot of hate in him, and that hate is what is consuming him. Over 200 million paid to somebody. Common autopsy and toxicology. If I ask Coco now, Coco will run away. Coco, where was toxicology done? The most important thing that we give Mohbad justice, autopsy and toxicology. Where was it done? And who did it? The pathology of Sylvester Romani. After 10 good months, you guys have the guts to still even come here with come on, but you guys should go change your account name. Go remove your name and get yourself get lost. So all the Sanshito, Coco, where is Sanshito today? Let me play for you what Sanshito is. Shebi una get mad. You guys don't want to use your senses. I ask myself, did you guys did you guys have education? Did you guys went through some learning institutions? Did you guys obtain education? Because the way you guys behave, I'm just asking myself, could it be that some of you are suffering from, some diseases that is not making you guys think properly?
You say that I quote any enough evidence láti lé woman. Kí lẹ wá sọ tẹ wá líkì backside the judge ó ṣẹnu tó kù ṣó tún bí apárí. I have the recording of what happened in the court. Send someone there, Tico Sentomo, and he recorded everything that was told in the court. Timba Pliego, Emma Joko Pashansi to me.
You see? You guys will always give excuse of everything. Right now, you guys are behind VDM. If I ask him, why are you guys behind VDM? Do you see any positivity? Yes, VDM lawyer can do it, but just a little later. No, is that again? You guys are fully so hateful that you can criticize every other person. Bankole and Smith came to this case. You guys fought these people away as if you have one angel. Today, where's the angel? You fought everybody who wanted to try. The more the merrier. The more people try, the better it is. But you guys wanted all the contribution to only go through one source. And that source right now has disappointed everybody. Will you guys be responsible for the failure? No. You guys will never take any blame. You will always push the blame on someone else. If we can pay money for investigation and you didn't investigate the case, we'll blame you. Because, one, why did we contribute money? We contributed money because we believe in the difference that will come. We shouldn't have contributed money. Maybe everything was working fine in Nigeria. We shouldn't have contributed money. So contributed money is a plus. We should see what we contributed for. You should watch it. 3 autopsies were supposed to be done. The money was squandered. And you guys are here, you are still having the guts. Hide your faces, please get lost. Hide your faces. You messed up everything. Tell me, if you are telling me the government should do the job, fine. Why did we contribute then? Why are we calling for contribution? If we believe government should do the best, it's because we believe we can also investigate. That's how we contributed money. We believe we can also do private autopsy and toxicology. What is the outcome of our own private autopsy and toxicology? If the government wasn't fine, government was corrupt, fine, I accept. How about our own?
That land that they buried Mohbad on,
The house in Mohbad house in Lekki does not belong to Mohbad. The father can't prove it. We gave him over 200 million to go secure it, to go investigate it. The useless man only use our money to go and be doing music and trying to become, he want to become famous through Mohbad's death. He thinks that as Mohbad case is finishing, the man will just switch into music. I don't know what to patronize him, but let's see. I'll be watching. I'll be on the window watching. I want to see the image Even a Ramali that knows how to sing, he doesn't have a good image right now in the eyes of the public. Image is what sells you to the public. Mohbad father is being hated because he has hate in him. What he deposits is what comes back to him. You will see, more people will hate this man the more. Common sense he doesn't have in his head. People manage to celebrate, to come together for once in your lifetime, in your entire lifetime. Has there been any moment people gather together like this and appreciating you, giving you money? And this is once God tested you with one last time. The useless man destroyed everything. He's normal useless. Normal useless life. The life he was using when he gave birth to Mohbad when he was young. That same lifestyle is still in his head. The foolish man want to take advantage of people's scammers.
The one that wanted to buy that land. But I wanted someone.
We must know where you do that 200. That 200 million we contributed to this man to go do toxicology. You go bring him out to where you take Duan. 5-10 years from now, Baba Mohbad, you go bring him out. We cannot be here crying every day, protesting, and contributed money to you. I promoted that account. I even paid $200 into it. My own money. Go to the GoFundMe, you see my name there. So I have every right to ask for what I paid for. And I want to, on behalf of those that I called to go pay, and myself, we want that accountability. Don't tell me because I paid $200. It's not enough. Those I also, I amass people. I gather people to go put in money there. I'm answerable to them. All right? We will get to the root of the matter. It's a matter of time.
Something closer to by the side of the road. I said I don't having properties aside from the land in the house in Lekki. That was why my mom was involved in the first place. He advised him to start putting his money towards property. My sister does not have a car. She doesn't have a car.
Yes. According to Karimo, she said her mom advised Mohbad to start buying property. So aside from the one he has in Lekki, you know, aside from the one he has in Lekki, let me take it back. I want to refer to both of them. Me, I don't want to pick sides. I don't have that time.
They cut that close China. A year of that clothes should be around. If I'm not mistaken, I used to. I own a shop before I travel. I used to sell clothes. The last time I sold that clothes at my store was 100 naira per yard, and that was 2014. 100 naira. So right now, people that know that material, China per yard should be around 500 naira. That was the clothes they bought and buried. I cried on my way to the airport. I cried terribly, but there's nothing I could do. Right now, all the allegations about land, there is no land anywhere. There is no property anywhere. Like I said, and I'll repeat it again, that land that they buried Mohbad on, that land that they buried Mohbad on, I was the one that wanted to buy that land. But I wanted something closer to by the side of the road. I said I don't want it. My mom advised Mohbad to start having properties aside from the land in the house in Lekki. That was why my mom was involved in the first place. He advised him to start putting his money towards property. My sister does not have a car. She doesn't have a car, she doesn't have a shop, and she doesn't have a job as we speak.
Another good reason why Wunmi will want to take Mohbad live, there's possibility that Wunmi has become that rich, all right, and maybe Wunmi used Mohbad money to buy the house. And she wanted to be a landlady. You know, most of all these husband killers, like, they want to be independent. They want to, you know, control all the weight. But again, I won't conclude on that because I know Wunmi Wumi has been alleged to be a drug dealer, to be dealing drugs, to be selling drugs, right? And there's money in drugs, you know. So, and in that, if that be the case, Wumi may even be the richest in the relationship. Wumi may be the richest in the relationship between her and Mohbad. Okay. And yes, Wumi is smarter than Mohbad. We can see that very well. Wumi is far ahead of Mohbad when it comes to streets. You know, Wumi is far ahead of Mohbad. So Wumi plans ahead of Mohbad. So you should know what that means, right? So Mohbad was just like, Mohbad was older, but just this little boy. In fact, the way Wumi refers to Mohbad, you pity Mohbad. Wumi said this child. Wumi called Mohbad this child, that I feed this child. Don't marry your mate sometimes, or as a man, if you marry your age mate sometimes, these ladies, they can be very mature more than men. Because, I mean, when they are 18, they are already knocking a man of 40. They are already in a relationship with a man of 30, 35, 50. And they collect big prick. So, and you now, if you want to go and knock all those older ladies, they will say you're a small boy. I mean, all those older ladies, they will tell you you're a small boy. But all those old men, they will knock young ladies and get away with it. But you, if you want to go knock, let me say, how many of you are over 40, 50 years right now? If I want to come knock you now, or let me say, how many of you are 60? If you are 60 here, please indicate. If you're 60, 62, please indicate. I mean, this weekend, put down your address and I don't know.
Is a stay-home mom. I was advising her that morning that Mohbad died. That I said your son is now 5 months old now. You need to go back to. You need to get something to do and start working. Don't be a stay-home mom. Look at me. I'm still. I have a husband, but I'm still working. He said my husband said after my son is a year old, after his 1 year old birthday, I'll get something doing. I said,
I believe this birthday whole stuff was just brought into this whole thing. Can Wumi show us the previous birthday that this baby has celebrated? Since you claim you're celebrating, okay, I want to ask, what stopped Wumi from celebrating Mohbad's and the Liam every month birthday? We didn't see other months celebrated. Why is this 5 months? Why is 5 month birthday celebration is so particular? It's so very important. All these things are just distraction. This is a side story to just make the story lengthy. You understand? They call Karimo so Karimo can help them. Karimo is part of the script. Karimo is fully aware of what killed Mohbad. And she's part of the script. Everything she's even doing right now with us, she's just a snitch. I think I will see her done. I would better say she's a snitch. She's here to cause confusion. She's trying to see whether we are approaching the answer so that she can destroy, she can do everything possible to make quick call and, this kind of thing, like a spy, somebody that is in here going around to see whether there's any progress and then giving them information, trying to tackle it. Karimo is fighting so hard.
if it was your husband's wish, respect your husband. But have it at the back of your mind, you are not going to be a stay-home mom. Said, I know, thank you, my sister. I asked after Mohbad, she said Mohbad is sleeping. I wanted to greet him for his son's 5 month birthday. I was expecting her to call me back if Mohbad wake up so I can wish happy.
They all keep claiming Mohbad was sleeping. Mohbad was sleeping. Mohbad was sleeping on Monday when the mother called. On Tuesday when you called, Mohbad was still sleeping. Mohbad likes to sleep. Mohbad likes to sleep.
Happy birthday. Wish him of his son's 5 months, 5 month old. They had plans to celebrate the child 5-month-old. They wanted to do the celebration for the 5-month-old that day. They wanted to celebrate before that incident happened. So when I turned out the land, my mom introduced, sorry, go and get something from the kitchen. My mom introduced the land to Mohbad. Mohbad bought land. Okay. During the purchase, my mom did not receive cash. Go get it. My mom did not receive cash. Mohbad have people that manage his property, his account. I'm sorry, please bear with me if I'm not using the right words. My Mohbad made payment through, yeah, it's okay, go. Mohbad made payment through people in charge of his account.
Karimo, Mohbad made payment through people in charge of his account. Who else doesn't know Wumi is the one in charge of the account? Just say it now that Mohbad make payment because he's a grown-up man, he doesn't have account and he's using Wumi's account. There must be something in this relationship. In their source of income is not clear, I swear. How can you tell Mohbad doesn't have a bank account? If Mohbad cannot have a bank account, then Mohbad can never have any property in his name. That house can belong to Mohbad, but in Wumi's name. Or what if Mohbad was convinced to buy the house in someone else's name? Like maybe one manager name. So that he can be able to, so that, not the way they do things, right? You don't know anything, no? Don't know anything. You don't know anything. When you are with a manipulator, they will keep telling you many things. What if something happened? What if people come after you? People will say you are rich, all right? But let's buy it in someone's name. Someone that will always stand for us, all right? That will always have our back. Just make a mistake. Make a mistake and put down your money in someone else's name. In someone else's name. Or what if you go back, they do arranging and they give you fake paper and someone else was giving the land, everything. So all of these things are too obvious.
Him in one useless cemetery. That land was purchased this year. The land papers were in process. They haven't finished the purchase of they haven't finished the papers of the land. They came. I'm going to keep using they came. For you guys, we understand. They came to my mom and said they wanted the what's it called? The document for the land. My mom said the document.
And with the way Karimo speaks, right? Karimo hates Mohbad a lot. Karimo has this real hate for Mohbad from the way she's speaking. She doesn't have care or regard for Mohbad. She hates Mohbad so much.
Still in process. They forced my mom after they wanted the document. So my mom released the document. They took the land even before Mohbad died. It is okay for Mohbad to give them land. It is okay, but not forcefully. At least willingly release it, not forcefully. That was why they have access to go there directly to go and bury him there. Because they forcefully took that land from him and they forcefully took the papers from my mom. We are trying not to come out and say.
Hello. Hello.
So, because the deceased doesn't like drama. That's why I don't post him. If you go back to my page, I don't post him on my page. He doesn't want drama. He's trying to protect his family. But if we keep quiet, it would be as if we have something we are hiding. My sister is not in the right state of mind now. I worked out.
Your sister is not in the right state of mind. That was the excuse. Is she in the right state of mind now? When she was going to club to do night clubbing, was she in the right state of mind? She's not always in the right state of mind. Everything to protect a murderer.
Today I just came back. I had to go and get some baby items for Liam. They have not called my sister since Mohbad died to check on Liam. Mama has been calling. I would say Mama have called like 1 million times. We visited Mama yesterday so Mama can see Liam. We pitied Mama and we said, Mama wanted to see Liam and my sister. So we had to drive down to Mama's house yesterday so she can see Liam and my sister. We spent some time with Mama. I gave Mama some cash before I left because I know Mama will need cash.
You see, they went to pay Mohbad mother money. She was paid money to play along. She brought some dollars. She bought $20,000 with her. She brought some money to come and do some things. Now she wants to get back her money. It is storytelling. And they are fighting.
I'm not saying this to gain anything. So that you guys can know Mama, the situation of Mama. That's what I'm saying this. So we left there, we came back home. They have not called my sister since they buried Mohbad. They have not asked of Liam since they buried Liam. But
do you guys see what this woman is doing? She's throwing shit at the father. This man is one of the people that made that man hated like that. She's calling that man Day. She's making it clear that woman is Mama, the woman Mama. Hi, Bad Baba. You're calling him Day. Karimo, you need to be flogged. Oh, yeah, they need to naked you like this. Use pepper, rub your nyash. Use water, rub and come put pepper. Come use blade, pinch and small, then come pour water, they flog you, they ask you a question. Karimo, were you in Nigeria on the 12th? Karimo, were you in Nigeria on Monday? Karimo.
But they have time to grant interviews. We are just keeping quiet. Me, I'm so surprised. I'm so surprised about what's going on. Because we as a family don't need this now. We need to be one. So that those people in question can be brought to books. But if they see us fighting, how will judgment prevail? How? I just came back now. I just came back. You can see me dressed up. I just came back from the store because for about some days my sister couldn't breastfeed Liam. I advised my sister to do exclusive breastfeeding, and after so since the deceased passed and the burial, she couldn't breastfeed Liam, so we had to buy a formula for Liam. I just went to stop because I wanted to buy Liam some.
Let me first check who is here first. Let me see. Are you really Madam Julia?
Of course, it's me.
Wait. This is not the Madam Julia, no. Madam Julia, I know lives in Brazil at the time. Are you the one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
We're back again in Mohbad's case, eh?
Oh my God. Like you're this.
Yeah, we is.
You, this Wahala woman that was dragging Obalegushi. And at that time when you were the first dragging that king, nobody were listening to you.
Oh.
Yes. Then later when you left, everybody went dirty on that king. In fact, the king got mad. The king got up.
So what's the latest now?
Be arrested. No, so many things has happened. And
Not looking bad.
What were you even supporting then? Who were you supporting then?
Nobody.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That was the best thing. Because please, when people started supporting the father, I think you left 2023 or when? 2024.
Yeah. Because I lost that TikTok.
You lost this account?
Yeah, I lost it.
The account is still there. I just found the account, just like Madam Julia.
But I can't enter. Because I lost the number and it was not registered on my name.
I know we're just friends, but
Mm-hmm.
You're this bad girl. You should get it back. You can get it back.
How do I get it back?
And the same amount of followers you left that time, 925, the same followers is there. You know you know the name, right? The name that is there, Madam. Let me see. The username is Madam Julie AA. So
Yeah.
if you have do you have your phone there?
Yeah.
The second phone.
Let me ask my daughter. Chichi?
Yeah. When you have it, you log in to it, right? When you you put it. Do you know the password?
No.
You should have a password.
Yeah, that's the problem because
There's
I don't
something that
remember.
you do. Okay. Let me see. Okay, not now. Maybe just some other times when I'm live. Just come. All right, and then I will try to figure out what to do. Be able to get it. Nobody's accessing it right now. So
Okay.
I think you said you lost the number, right?
Yeah.
Just the number you lost.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any email there? Did you put are you sure that there was email or not?
I'm not sure. Remember that time I was new on TikTok, so I didn't know much about TikTok.
You will try that an email. Just try with an email that you know you used to use, and then we'll see. Maybe that will give you something. But you should be able to get in there. You can't lose that account.
I hope so.
Take care.
All right. Yeah, good talking to you. I just came back from school now.
Enjoy.
Okay.
All right. So we are back on it. We're on it.
Yam. So we had to buy a formula for the yam. I just went to store before. I wanted to buy yam, some formula and some things needed in the house. I just came back. I couldn't expect what I'm seeing online. This is so sad. This is so sad. Everything that is out there, it is rubbish. Because I myself don't even have enough information. The person that has enough information, that person decides to come out and talk. A lot of people will be arrested. But I just decided to come out because Nigerians need to know what is going on. We are not just keeping quiet. We are seeing all your efforts. And my sister truly appreciates it. But she said she doesn't want to do something to hurt Mohbad. Because she knew Mohbad is a quiet person. So that's why I've been, posting and updating you guys on our behalf. Right now, my sister's safety, myself, and the rest of the family safety is the priority right now. Nothing must happen to my sister. Nothing must happen to me, and nothing must happen to my mom and my brother and the whole family, the wife's family. And I'm going to and the whole family, the wife's family. And I'm going to clarify the voice note.
The whole family, the wife family. Anything can happen to the husband family. Karimo, you should be flogged as well. You don't have the morality. You don't have the audacity, the temerity to even stand before anybody and talk about justice for Mohbad. You hated this man so much. You can see you should be regretting right now. You should be regretting. Listen to this, Karimo. You should cover your face in shame, regretting, and crying like you always cry, or even peeing. Open your leg wide and peeing.
The alleged voice note that was posted where Mohbad said his wife was going to kill him. My sister was one that recorded that voice note. Because Mohbad will deny and say, I did not say that after. He has some memory loss at some point. The DLEA hit him with a gun on his head. So he has some episode of memory loss. My sister said, after he said my sister wants to kill him or not, my sister said he's done with him. So my sister recorded him so she can play those voice notes for him later. It's so sad. It is so sad. So that day he was begging my sister. My sister said no, she's done. He had to call my mom's junior sister to come to their house to come and beg on his behalf. So my mom's junior sister came and begged my sister. My sister stayed and said, okay, she has had him. My sister was scared. During that recording, she used a friend phone to record that voice note. This is a lesson for Nigerians as well. Do not trust anyone.
Density is a tool to record
Do not
your
trust
DJ set
anyone,
and master it.
including you yourself.
Density connects to DJ decks to record a set.
Do not trust anyone. That voice note, she used her friend's phone to record that voice note at the time. She didn't use her own phone. Her friend was recording so that Mohbad will not know. So she can play it for Mohbad later. So now the another friend who is a girlfriend of Mohbad's friend, took that voice note from that friend. It wasn't the friend that recorded. The friend's name is Cynthia. It wasn't Cynthia that leaked the voice note. It was another friend that took the voice note from Cynthia's phone, gave it to her husband who was Mohbad's friend. So that voice note leaked from that friend that took the voice note from Cynthia, who is my sister's name is also Cynthia, so it's two Cynthia now. The third friend took the voice note.
Karimo, you go explain Taya. We know they hear anything. Now waiting King Mohbad. You go explain Taya. We know they hear anything. Can't nothing they enter our ear. There are two Cynthia, three Cynthia. We know they hear. Waiting King Mohbad.
For Cynthia, who is my sister's friend's phone, and leave the voice note now to use it against my sister. It is so sad. So After that, after my mom's junior sister left, I swear to God, I'm a Celestian. I swear to God, Baba Oshofa is my witness. Mohbad and my sister called me and said they needed my help because I was a nurse. He said he's having some memory loss. He said Mohbad and my sister called me and said they needed my help because I was a nurse. He said he's having some memory loss. He said he couldn't remember his own lyrics again. He said, Auntie Orin to je mi ni mo ko mi, iranti orin mi mo. And if you could remember, his boss mentioned this thing that he's having some memory loss. Those memory loss was not from addiction. It was. I'm not saying he doesn't smoke. Don't misquote me, please. It was not because of his. It wasn't because he's an addict. He was never an addict. He was labeled wrongfully. That's why he didn't get the help he needed. So when they called me, everything I said that they're going to say, everyone bear me witness. Papa Oshofa bear me witness. I said, you guys need to go to Arrow. I said, not all mad people, mental derailed people, not all of them go to Arrow. See, they are dealing with memory loss. It is a psychiatric hospital. You going there doesn't mean you are a psychiatric patient. But they have, how do I put it? They have people there. They have people that will treat you there, that specialize in such area. They have specialists that will be able to deal with you there. I said, ignore the name Arrow. Ignore the name Arrow. Go there for treatment. I don't know anywhere in Nigeria that for harassment. Mohbad said, I don't want Nigerians to see me as Arrow. They will believe that I have psychological problems. I say, so what do we do now? I said, the next option is for you to come to US.
Ever since this Daddy Freeze went against Mohbad, the guy just crashed. This Daddy Freeze, ever since he went against Mohbad, the guy just crashed. How many of you noticed? The guy, he began freeze. The same thing I'm telling VDM, better respect yourself. All these things you are saying, you will never disrespect Yaboju again. All that thing where you do, you go surprise him about fans gone. When you are plenty. Abi, you go surprise him about fans gone. Gone.
Come to US, I will help you with you.
I'm just woke up. Let me just be listening to you. Let me just be listening. Yeah, I'm sleeping. Let me just be listening to you.
You guys are cheating me, as in you guys will be listening to me every time. And you guys don't like that. Why? Somebody came to play with me. I said somebody should appreciate me. Somebody should give me money for dinner or whatever. And this woman came. She came to play with my heart and lied to me. You know, I need to know that person, that account. I don't know who followed that account. I need to know that person. If I ever see that person, you can't let me give you attention. If I ever see you near you again, that account, I will cut your purpose.
Anything you need medically. It showed me tons of medications that they prescribed for him, even the ones he's not supposed to be taking. I had to tell him to get off some of the medication and take some that I think he can take. And I said, are you just treating yourself at home, or you go to were you seen by a doctor, or you are just doing self-medication? He said he was seen by a doctor. I said that. I was expecting him to get back to me that he will come to United States. Shortly after that, himself and his wife got back to me and said he's getting better. That night, I now said, among me, oh, le fissile sin. Only memory loss. Only memory loss. Don't forget our prayer. Just to long ma fissile. Oh no, implicate òun pé kó lóun mọ̀ pé kó mọ̀ pé voice note yẹn tóun èèyàn bá rí nǹkan òun save àwọn ẹbí ẹ̀ máa sọ pé lòun fẹ́ pa mo ní kójọ kó dúró tì í ó dẹ̀ lòun ti gbọ́ mo bá dẹ̀ sọ pé àti ẹ̀ ṣe I would try my best if I can still have that conversation. I just changed my phone. I have a new phone. So ta ló tẹ rò pé nǹkan bá máa ṣẹlẹ̀ tí èèyàn máa keep record bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ọ̀nà ẹ̀ka keep record dúró. Say a lot is going on but there's little we can say. But if they don't stop person that knows everything will come out and stop. Just 2 months ago, they received a vehicle of 5.5 million naira.
So this is around 9 a.m. on a Monday morning. A lot of people have gone to work. You can see every other person out there has gone to work.
From Mohbad. They went to deliver that vehicle today. They said it doesn't have plate number, that they will not receive it until when they put plate number. They have to take that vehicle back to Mohbad and put plate number. They took that vehicle to them again with plate number. They said they have to put gas. I mean petrol. We call it gas over there. They said they have to put petrol in it before they collect it. They called. And my sister said, please, just 2 months ago, the vehicle was purchased in Ikorodu. When we were going to Grandma's house yesterday to visit Grandma with Liam, they showed me that place that they purchased that vehicle. Just 2 months ago, about 2-3 months ago, they purchased that vehicle and gave them new vehicle, 5.5 million. That was the amount they purchased that vehicle. When my sister delivered Liam, Mohbad wanted to give her a car as a gift. My sister said me, Femoto.
Mohbad wanted to give you a car as a gift. No. I don't think Veron can handle such game. I told you guys before. You guys are the one that are hyping Veron. I don't see Veron like somebody who can handle such game.
Check out my property. Mara moto fún. Àbúrò mi ò ní mọ́tò tó ń wà o. Tí o mọ́tò ta fi gbé lọ sọ́dọ̀ ìyá ọkọ ẹ̀ lánàá àti ìyá èmi ni mo bá ṣe get mọ́tò ta fi gbé lọ o. Kò ní private car o. Kò ní mọ́tò ń bà lábúrò mi gbé kiri o. Ilẹ̀ owó tó yẹ kó fi ra mọ́tò òkun. The issue of pé wọ́n fún ọmọ 5 months old sí ilẹ̀. Oyún inú gan téèyàn bá mọ orúkọ tó máa sọ oyún inú ó lè forúkọ ẹ̀ sí. Ó lè ra property lórúkọ oyún inú. How do we even got here in the place? Because this is not necessary. That was why they purchased those land in Liam's name. Thank God my sister did not collect that vehicle. Thank God she did not collect that vehicle. Dúró ṣóbìnrin tó ti wà pẹ̀lú èèyàn láti 10 years ago. Mohbad ṣe ìyàwó fún àbúrò mi o. Àbúrò mi ò kàn lè post the picture 3 threats to life. You know how painful it is for you to do a wedding and not be able to flaunt your wedding, not be able to take pictures about your wedding, just because you want to respect your husband, and just because you know your husband is in danger. Just because you know your husband is in danger. That's why you guys, that's why some people are saying girlfriend, baby mama. I've been with you because no one say yawo. So now, see 2 acres, you can't become. See 2 acres, Bawa and become. Mohbad could stop only 1 hour. See 2 acres, you can't become. He let there and become who call Liam low and there. He purchased those land after my sister gave birth to Liam. That was why Liam's name is there. My sister didn't want to talk because Kofeki, your talk with. And I'm only saying this because in Kote me no more fight. Ṣùgbọ́n tí n bá ní kẹ́ni tó mọ ọ̀rọ̀ gangan sọ̀rọ̀ bí wọ́n ṣe ń treat Liam Mohbad Liam ọkọ mi ọ̀nì kò ní rí wàhálà. Bó ṣe ń treat Mohbad ẹ mọ̀ pé wọ́n ń treat ẹ̀ bad nílé wọ́n tún treat ẹ̀ bad níta. Me, I don't know any, I don't want to say anything nípa ìta. But nílé ẹ bá wa sọ fún àwọn ìtìlé Mama Mohbad kò ṣẹ̀ wá o. Mama Mohbad ò dà wá. She can call us 1 million times a day.
Mama Mohbad ò ṣẹ̀ wá o, kò dà wá o. So ẹ ti múlẹ̀. Wùmí mi ò tí dà ẹ́ o. Mi ò tí dà ẹ́ o. Wùmí mi ò tí dà ẹ́ o. Ẹni bá dalẹ̀ á bá ilẹ̀ lọ. Guys, I'm telling you, there's possibility Karimo ti dalẹ̀. Karimo ó ti múlẹ̀. Ẹni bá dalẹ̀ á bá ilẹ̀ lọ. There's possibility all of them, Mohbad mother, Karimo, Wumi, all of them, they've sworn to an oath.
They have not called my sister since Mohbad died. They have not asked of Liam since Mohbad died.
This girl is nailing Joseph Aloba, I swear. They have. You are good with your mother-in-law, but they have.
Ask my sister, did they call you? Did they check after you? Did they ask about Liam? She said no. But Mama can call 1 million times a day. Mama can do that. Mama is going to come out. Mama is the quiet type. I don't know Mama. I'm seeing Mama for the first time. I only saw her on video calls. I saw Mama on video calls. So I met that person for the first time today. So right now, I saw Mama on video calls. So I met that person for the first time today. So right now, the safety of my sister and the safety of the wife family, please Nigerians, nothing must happen to us. Nothing must happen to us. Please, at this point.
Hi, this is Naira. So I'm a Google specialist. And
why seeking justice? Please, nothing must happen to us. Tell them. Because all those allegations are scary. They are not just mere allegations. Physically and spiritually, nothing must happen to us. You need to see my sister. After go when you're long no work. And I want to clarify again. I was the one that fight for my mom. I was the one that brought my mom to the United States. My husband was the one that purchased her traveling ticket, not Mohbad. Mohbad did not know anything about her traveling. But our wife just keep updating him that mom will be traveling soon. Mom will be traveling soon. And I posted a video when my mom, if you go to my page on Facebook, Mohbad and my mom was holding each other. After my mom was trying to hold Mohbad and said to me, your way, Liloni Molodi. má bá wọn mọ́hùn mi jà ìwọ náà ṣe sùúrù mọ́hùn mi má bá mọ́hùn mi náà and Mohbad said mọ́mì àbúrò mi ni ọmọ mi àlè jà ẹ fọkàn balẹ̀ ẹ máa lọ. That was the conversation they were having when they held up on each other. So please, safety first, safety was the priority. Every other thing.
The mother said, do not fight Omowumi. Right. The driver also said, you guys should not fight. Why is everything about you guys fight, 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 fight? That is the end of it.